Let me share with you the difference between a small assisted living and a large facility. Large facilities sell you on mostly activities and the number of people. But think clearly about where the person who's going to the large facility is coming from. Most of these seniors are coming from home where they've been by themselves. They're used to their own quiet and peace and routine. And even though large facilities seem attractive, bustling, and hustling, when most of the seniors get there, they don't even engage in the activities. They would rather continue having their quiet and peace. They feel like these places are too loud, and the only quiet place they can find is in their room. And so they end up spending most of their times in their rooms. Very few will engage in the activities. Even when they're forced to go to the activities, a lot of them will just sit there in their wheelchairs or will wait until somebody comes to tap and engage them. They will not willingly engage. And really, if they were to tell you their preference, they would say they would rather be somewhere quiet or in their room. A lot of them prefer one-on-one interaction than group activities. Even when they go to eat, they would rather eat with one or two people, and even better if they know those people. In the large facilities, a lot of times you're assigned a table, and that table has people that you don't know, and therefore you're forced at your old age of 80 something to build a relationship with these people that you might not even be interested in and get to know them. So I find that really unattractive. So, small facilities like ours, you sit where you want to sit. You eat with whom you want to eat. If you want to eat by yourself, you eat by yourself. You want to eat in a group, you eat in a group. Our activities are mostly one on one. We don't do a lot of group activities. We do have some, like we play bingo and Uno, we can play group cards, but also we do a lot of cognitive activities that are one on one. Like I might just sit with a client and do a puzzle, just the two of us. And we're engaging, I'm asking them about their life, maybe their past, what job they did, or how they raised their children. And clients really like that one on one engagement. And then also, when it comes to food, we do have menus that are written by nutritionists, but we can, all facilities are allowed to replace some of the foods with other similar foods. For example, if you're supposed to serve chicken, you could serve turkey or another protein. And we try to serve foods according to the client's palate. Like the client can wake up and say they're in the mood for some fish or some salmon or crab or whatnot. So because we're a small facility, we can cater to that craving. Large facilities, the menu is set, you get what you get, you eat what you eat. Another thing, I remember years ago, my mother in law was in a large facility and she was assigned 2 showers a week. And after she had been in there for about 2 months, we found out that she wasn't even getting the 2 showers most weeks. Some weeks she would get one, and some weeks she wouldn't even get a shower. Not because they didn't want to give her one, but because they were so understaffed that it was, difficult. As long as they did the food and the medication, the basics to keep you alive, they did that. And this was like 10 plus years ago, and she was paying a whopping $8,000 a month to stay in this facility. It's a very well known facility. But just because they're well known and they look pretty on the outside and their lobbies look like five-star hotels doesn't mean you're going to get a similar service from them. I am really a huge advocate for one on one service for seniors, whether in their own homes or in these small facilities. At worst, a small facility like ours with 5 beds, the ratio is 2 caregivers to the 5 residents. And most times, some of the residents are able bodied and they don't really need a lot of hands on assistance. They can do their own thing. So you're really just monitoring them and providing companionship. So the ratio even comes down. It really comes down. You're not feeling overwhelmed and understaffed the way it is in the large facilities where a caregiver, CNA, can have up to 10 residents to give a bath in a given morning. What do you guys think about large facilities versus small facilities? We do get a lot of residents that started out in the large facilities that switch and realize that's not their style and it's not worth it, and they come to our small facility. In fact, my mother-in-law also ended up moving from her large facility to a much smaller facility where she was receiving one-on-one attention. So I just wanted to share that today because I caught myself sharing that with a friend who came to visit and was just asking questions about assisted living and how we do it. And I was like, you know what? Maybe other people would like to hear this discussion. You guys let me know your thoughts.